What up? This is Robert Horry.
Or three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Horry for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Horry from downtown.
Robert Horry repping the X-Men today. I love it.
X-Men 97.
Oh, dude, what a good show, man.
Yes.
What a good show. Like, I'm so happy they brought that back.
I know, me too.
It is back to the days of old. 100 years ago when we started the show, and it was just me and you. It's going to be just me and you this week. Harper is on vacation this week. We got no B-Dog. You're not supposed to cheer when B-Dog's not here.
I wasn't cheering, I was stretching.
Oh, you were just enjoying the fact that it's just me and you? Okay. Harp's in, I think he said he was in San Antonio or something this week. Yeah, so no Harp this week, but you got me and Rob, and we got plenty of stuff to do. We're not going to do our normal Friday shoot around, the little bonus show that we do just because it's just the two of us. I figure, and it's a quiet week. Yeah, we can make it if we try. And it's a kind of a quiet week, so we're going to just goof off, and we'll bring all the fun goodness to this week's show and do it today, and hopefully the crew's all back together next week, and we have a nice full slate of stuff. We do have some stuff going on, though. We did get some of the schedule release today, which was kind of cool. We get the teaser, the little, they give you the little nuggets before they release the full schedule later this week, but we did get the Christmas Day games. So I got to admit, I like this slate. I really like this. It's going to be Spurs-Knicks kicking it off at noon. That's a good game.
Yeah.
You're going to get Heat at the Celtics for the 2:30 game. That's not bad. You're going to get the 76ers at the Lakers, 5 p.m. Love that. They didn't waste any time going, okay, Christmas Day, LeBron back to L.A.
Yeah.
And then you get the Thunder at the Timberwolves, 8 p.m., another good game. And then the Nuggets at the Warriors, the late game at 10:30. Not a bad slate. I like it for Christmas.
Yeah, I think you look at the teams, you got all MVPs, in the schedule. The only game I'm like, is probably the Nuggets Warriors.
Yeah, just because
I think, I would rather have Dallas on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Just because of, Cooper Flag, and he's such a talented player. I'm sure they could have found somebody for them to play.
Well, they're going to be playing somebody. I just don't know if they're going to play.
Yeah, they could have found somebody to play. They could have played the Houston Rockets. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
yes.
Nuggets, I don't know what to expect from the Nuggets this season.
I know. They've been very quiet.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of buzz about what Denver's been doing. You expect they're going to have some of that core back. They haven't made a lot of big moves, but I mean, I don't know why the marquee is the Nuggets and the Warriors. Just because of Steph and Joker?
That has to be, because if you think about it, like high power players, each team they talk about like MVPs. You think about Jokic MVP, Steph MVP,
Giannis,
plus. Who knows? This might be the last time we see both of them on those teams. So, hey, this is a Christmas gift for you. They will no longer be on these teams next season.
I don't know about that. Well, I mean, Jokic might be just riding horses somewhere, for all we know.
Yeah,
but
and it's by Steph gonna look at all the crazy stuff that happens on that team. He gonna be like, "Can y'all move me, please?"
I don't think that ever happens. I think we talked about this a little bit last week. I agree with you. I feel like he's gonna hit a point where he's gonna be like, look, man, either we're going to close this down gracefully and I'm going to ride off into the sunset, or I can go do something else. But if you're not going to make any aggressive moves to add, to help build around me at the end of my career, then what am I staying for?
And if you say name top 5 guards in the league, he's still top 5 at his age.
Yes.
And if you say name the number 1 shooter in the league, he's still the number 1 shooter.
Yeah.
So and this is the crazy part, and you love it when guys stay their entire career in a place, but when you're such a likable guy.
Yeah.
When you think about likable superstars, he's probably one of the most likable superstars. There's never any problems, and you just want him to be happy and successful. Who knows? He might be happy where he is. He might, success is in the eye of the beholder when it comes to playing in the NBA. who knows with him though? But I just love the guy. You know, you want him to win.
You do, and it's you're right though, because he is of all the main focus type stars of the league, he probably is the most beloved.
Yeah,
like he's got to have the highest Q score, which for people that may or may not know, that's kind of like how you're received by the public. His has got to be through the roof, which is why when he started to kind of have the conversation about maybe I'll start to get into politics, I was just like, turn that car around, bro. You don't. The politics is the most divisive thing you could possibly ever do. And for the people that love you now, there's half those people that are going to hate your ass if you get into politics. Yeah. So it's like, just stay beloved, do all the big sponsor stuff, and stay the hell out of politics.
Hey, just ask Kevin Johnson. He tried to do all that stuff, and now he's owning restaurants.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like it is crazy divisive. Which is why I was glad we were talking about Shaq before we started taping because we get to run into him last week. I'm glad he never really kind of went down that road because he kind of thought about that for a minute. He's like, maybe I'll do sheriff somewhere, and I'm like, no, yeah, I wouldn't do that, man. Like you got all this money tied up in everything else you do. You don't need to do that.
Hey, when you think of Shaq as a sheriff somewhere, I just think of like I'm gonna be smoking the bandit in his county, eastbound bound, and he gonna be that guy like, God damn it, that damn order come through my city.
Yeah, no, yeah, he doesn't need to do any of that stuff, and neither does Steph. Just stay out of the politics, bro. Everybody loves you. Let's keep it that way. Yeah. You don't want nobody deep diving into you like that, making up shit about you. Dude, no way. The smear campaign that comes with that? No.
Oh, my goodness. You think about this. She's like so many people, they can't find it on you, so they make it up. And by the time it gets out there, it's always the first narrative that comes out.
Of course.
Now you get the first narrative. That's what everybody believes. They don't believe the second one. And then, of course, when they tell the truth, the print gonna be so small that you can't read it.
Yeah. What's the old saying? A lie gets halfway around the world before the truth gets out of bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is absolutely the truth.
That is so true.
We do have some of the opening week games. So we highlighted Christmas. Obviously, Christmas is a big day for the NBA. But we do have some of the opening week games. It's going to start, of course, opening night, Tuesday the 20th of October. You're going to get the Celtics at the Pistons. You're going to get the new-look 76ers at the world champion New York Knicks, which is a great game to open the season. And then OKC at the Spurs. So you're going to get your Western Conference Finals rematch there. So I like that a lot. I think it's a great slate to open the night. Celtics, Pistons, I'm not as excited for, but I think that those two teams are going to be contenders in the East, depending upon how they look and how they perform. I don't know. You're not as big on the Celtics with just JT. We talked about that last week. So I'm anxious to see what they look like, though, against what you think should be a returning Detroit team, right? I mean, minus whatever's going on with Jalen Duren, but
I know, right?
That's still stuck in limbo.
I'm starting to feel like the Cavs and the Pistons are the same team. Remember last year the Cavs was so freaking good, and we thought, okay, here's this young team on the rise, and they all of a sudden they start spiraling down. I feel like the same thing gonna happen with the Pistons, because when you look at that Pistons lineup, you take Cade Cunningham out the mix. Who scares you?
I mean, Duren, if he's healthy and he's signed. Who else is? God, I don't even know the depth on that lineup. That's a great question.
Yeah. Who's the Angel Thompson?
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
but my point is, I think sometimes there's been three teams. I said two teams. They're gonna be the third in my mind. I hope I'm wrong, because I think Cade Cunningham is one of the best players in the league. You think about the Cavs jumped out on everybody a couple of years ago, then disappeared. Sacramento Kings jumped on everybody. This is a new start.
Yeah,
disappeared. And I hope this doesn't happen to the Pistons, but I feel like it is. Not because of them, just because if you look at the East, it was so much movement in the East that everybody got a little bit better. And so I think that's going to cause the Pistons to fall back down to earth. Even Orlando got better. The Hawks got better.
Dude, honestly, there's a lot of teams in the East that got a lot better.
It's only one team in the East that really didn't get better.
Then it's the Detroit Pistons. They didn't have anything. So you got Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham, Duncan Robinson, Asher Thompson. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a good player. And then it kind of falls off. John Collins.
And we didn't even mention the Wizards.
Yeah, no, we talked briefly about the Wizards last week, but you're gonna have the Wizards.
So it's gonna be a different look for the Detroit Pistons. Detroit basketball.
Well, we're gonna find out quick. We're gonna find out opening night as they get the Celtics. So we're gonna see what both of those teams have left.
But I'm shocked that they still got this Jalen thing just hanging out.
It's just stuck, man.
Yeah.
They say, from all the reports I read too, it's gonna push on into September.
Yeah.
They're at an impasse, and he's more than likely he's just going to have to take his offer, his 1 year, and then just go from there and try to restructure a deal as the season goes on. But he may not have a choice.
Hey, back in the day, a guy would sign his deal, come into training camp, take 2 sips. My back.
I gotta sit out.
My back. I'm hurt.
I'm out till opening night.
You remember that? How many of those old school guys? You know what? I ain't gonna miss no money.
No.
Go to this place, my back gonna be hurt until you sign me a deal. Then my back will be better.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, my ankle doesn't bother me anymore. Yeah. I think I'm good on the run on this thing. Wednesday the 21st, second night of the season, you got Timberwolves at the Heat, Warriors at the Lakers. It's always a good game. Thursday the 22nd, you get the Cavs at the 76ers. Speaking of teams that need to figure out who they are, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who I'm reading today, close to figuring out something with Harden. That seems to be progressing. I don't know what that looks like or what it means, but we'll see. Nuggets at OKC, and then Friday night you got the Knicks at the Celtics, always classic rivalry, love it, and then the Rockets at the Spurs. Those are some of your opening week games.
I just want to know when the Celtics are going to play the fucking Sixers. That's all I care about.
That's a great question. I'm surprised that wasn't on the Christmas Day lineup. And I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to highlight LeBron Lakers, but I was kind of hoping for the Boston Philly game.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the one everybody's kind of got eyes on. So we'll find out when the schedule releases later this week when that game or those games, plural, will happen.
I just want them to make sure games like that is not on a back-to-back. I want both teams fresh. I want both teams going at each other so I can not getting in at 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning.
Someone's gonna sit.
I want a good game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. Look, Adam had to delay putting the schedule out until LeBron figured out what the hell he was doing. So once the hostage situation ended, he was able to kind of start to build a schedule. So as the schedule comes out, we'll find out where that game goes. A couple other things going on this week we got to talk about. We are going to play a game, by the way, this week. Just me and you. We're going to play 82-0 because this is a game that's been sort of taken over social media, and we haven't done it yet on this show. But I was trying to think of something I could do with just the two of us without Harp here. And so 82-0 for and Rob, you said you never played it, right?
I never played it.
Okay. So 82-0, the sort of the standing challenge is you get a wheel of teams and eras. So it'll spin the wheel and it'll give you the Lakers from the 2010s. And you get to pick a player from that team and put them into your starting 5. And you do it, you spin 5 times. You pick 5 players off of the available players that you want to pull from. And you get to, and then it runs a simulation and it says, did this team go 82-0? Is this team unbeatable? And it is freaking impossible to go 82-0. Like, it is just, but every time I play it, I get different eras, different teams. I pick different dudes, and I still.
What's your best record so far?
Oh, man, I think the best I've done is 72-10. And I don't even remember who I pulled to get there. But it's like I've done it so many times that I think that was the best I've done. So the fun thing is you can do it, I can do it, and we'll see whose team does better. So we'll play 82-0 today. And if you're on the YouTube channel, I'm going to make sure I share the screen on our recording today so everyone can kind of watch us play along. So find us on YouTube at Big Shot Bob Pod, and you can watch us play 82-0. I did want to bring this up because it's kind of all over the place this week, and it's nuts to me that Kawhi Leonard had yet another secret, undercover, no-show, $1 million endorsement deal. This one with another shout-out to our buddy Pablo Torre, who dug this one up. Did a deal behind the scenes with Daktronics, which is the company that manufactured the Intuit Dome's Halo video screen, and they do many other companies in different professional sports. The podcast released last week cited multiple sources that said Leonard was a Clippers spokesperson for Daktronics, though if you look and search or you go to Daktronics' website, there is no mention anywhere of Kawhi Leonard as a spokesman for this company. Yet the deal was done and dude got paid. Daktronics, they reached out to Daktronics, and they were redirected to a spokesman for a crisis management firm who said, quote, "My understanding is Daktronics doesn't have a deal with Kawhi right now." But the money was paid right now. But the money was paid, and the deal was done. And there is yet again another undercover behind the scenes, no evidence of this ever type of a deal.
Kawhi is a bad mofo.
Dude.
Shut your mouth.
Now here's
Kawhi.
here's the thing, man. This is what I don't get. I wanted to be like, shame on Steve Ballmer. But I feel like this is really Kawhi. Because this is... all this stuff came out this week, too, that the Lakers released as part of this investigation into the aspiration crap he's dealing with, that in 2019 free agency, sources, is a quote, sources say the league was told that Uncle Dennis Robertson asked team officials, this is to the Lakers, by the way, for part ownership of the team, a private plane that would be available at all times, a house, and last and certainly not least, a guaranteed amount of off-court endorsement money that they could expect if Leonard played for the Lakers. A source said Robertson made those requests repeatedly to owner Jeannie Buss, who made it clear that such perks were illegal and would not be considered. And God bless Jeannie, she reported it to the league. So Jeannie threw up the flag, and that kind of put a little bit of a spotlight on it. So when you see and you hear all of this stuff, you're like, damn, like they were just kind of asking everybody and anybody for, it seemed like for whatever they could get their hands on. And Steve was just the guy that was willing to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't absolve him of anything because he did do it. But if you really look at this, it's like this was Kawhi's team, allegedly. But this was Kawhi's team allegedly pushing this on to everybody and just kind of seeing who bit. And it was the Clippers who allegedly bit on this.
It's just it's amazing because I think even when you go back to Danny Manning with the Phoenix Suns and they gave him part ownership to circumvent his contract, and then the league was like, nope. David Stern like, nah, we nipping that shit in the bud right now. That is illegal. And for a guy to even think that a team would do something like that, that's like a killer. I'm like, even though think about it, death sentence. You go, you might sell out like Jeannie did anyway. But I'm just saying though, you're gonna sell out probably. She made a lot less money. But even as your representative, I'm like, I understand some guys are just gangster with that shit. We're gonna try to get what we can, how we can, for as much as we can. And there's always somebody out there gullible enough to do that. And I hope Ballmer and all this stuff wasn't true because Ballmer's such a nice guy. You know, he's such a good guy, down-to-earth guy, even though this guy is worth more than anybody that you ever meet.
Yeah.
He's just a good guy, man. So I hope he wasn't gullible enough to let all this stuff be true.
I mean, part of the thing that kills me is you're not underpaid if you're Kawhi Leonard. You're getting a max deal.
Yeah.
And got a max deal. So what is all this other stuff? Is this just, like you said, get as much as you can get while you can get it? Because it's like, and I get it if you were, I don't know, if you felt like you missed out on something or you skipped a deal or you signed a deal that you weren't happy with because it was the deal that you had at the time, and then there was this effort to go get extra money to kind of compensate for it. No, you got a max deal, bro. You get the most possible money you could get out of the league. Why all the extra stuff?
Man,
that's what I don't get.
It's, you know, like I said, you try to get what you get. Hell, I remember when I first signed with the Spurs, I know I had it in my deal with the Lakers. If we win a championship, I get a bonus of $1 million, right? So I try to put that in the contract with Pop. Pop like, hell no, we just won a championship. You ain't adding shit to our team.
Pop's like, we're going to win a couple more, man. What are you talking about? Yeah. What are you talking about?
I'm not stupid. I'm like,
Come
okay,
on now.
hey, you got to try. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's different, though. You put that in you tried to put that into your contract.
Yeah.
This is all, let's just not say anything to anybody, and we'll give you all these big deals, and we're never going to, like, you never shoot a commercial. You never do a print ad. Like, nothing. There's never a digital billboard of you somewhere going, I'm Kawhi Leonard for Daktronics. Like, that never existed. That's the stuff that kills me. I'm like if you're gonna fake it, at least do the minimum. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
just
put some shit out in the world that's like, no, look, I did some photo shoots for them, and I'm in some magazines and stuff, or whatever.
Hey, opening day, take a picture of me, and then you just put it over there.
It's done.
Use that.
Yeah, you're there the day they're installing the board and pointing at shit. They take your picture a few times, and look at me. I'm helping. I'm here. I did the thing. Right? It was like the aspiration joke. Like, go plant some damn trees. If that's all you had to do, go plant some damn trees, bro. Like, do the minimum to at least cover this up, but they couldn't even do that, which is wild. Just wild, dude.
And I think every NBA player loves planting trees nowadays.
I'm sure. Let me ask you a question. Do you think he's going to play for Toronto? I do.
You do?
I do. I think that I have a hard time seeing. Oh God, this is going to sound bad. If this was David Stern in charge of the NBA still, I don't think there's a shot in hell he plays next season, period, for anybody. Under Adam, I feel like they're going to try and enforce some sort of a penalty, and the Clippers can arbitrate it and try and, figure out how to appeal in some way. But more or less, they're going to let their superstar play.
Yeah, I think with him is like, but who knows? So many people are calling him a pushover. Adam. So you get to a point where you got to stop being labeled as a pushover. And maybe this is the guy. Maybe this is the point where
this is where you put the hammer down?
Put the hammer down, because you think about it. If you let this slide and every player is like, well, shit, all he got was a slap on the wrist.
Yep.
Oh, hey, yo, I want this, I want that.
Yeah.
I ain't showing up for nothing.
No, hell no. If all you do is catch a fine and they don't void your contract or any of that stuff, no, this is you're like, you've said this before about like when guys play aggressively, you're setting a precedent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like this is, for me, this is really like a litmus test for what the NBA is going to be moving forward.
True.
If Adam is going to set a tone now and punish him for whatever they dig up here. Now, again, they could come back and go, all the evidence we had was very circumstantial. We couldn't prove anything. We're going to let him play. And there's only so far you can argue that point. But the court of common sense on this one really goes, come on.
Man, you look around this world, there's a lot of common sense stuff that's going around that people turn the blind eye to.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely the damn truth. Yeah, 100% the truth.
So, hey, we in the era of common sense.
Common sense ain't worth dog food. Yeah, you can't even give them. All right, well, a few other things we're going to get to. There's actually a surprising amount of stuff on this page still to talk about, which I'm kind of excited about. Dillon Brooks cashed in. 3 years, $73 million extension with the Spurs. Good for him. Had a good year, 20 points, 3.5 rebounds, almost 2 assists.
Low key, we know that's one of the things that everybody was like looking at. You think about the Houston Rockets, and it goes to show you, it ain't always the superstars that make a team go. It's the guys who bring the nasty. It's the guys who have the energy. It's the guys that bring that little something to a team. And Dillon Brooks brought that wherever he went. Even when he was in freaking Memphis, he brought something, that it factor. Even though, everybody hates him, and that has a lot to do with him wanting you to hate him.
Yeah.
But he brings a little nastiness to the team and a little fear factor. Because when you got someone that can bring a little fear, I know a lot of players, I don't worry about him, but he already in your head when you say I don't worry about him. When you speak about him, he got you. He's living in your head rent free. So
my thing is, you don't have to be the bad guy. Like you've like last year proved to me that Dillon Brooks can be the player he should be, without being loud and barking and I'm the LeBron stopper and whatever the hell other garbage he wants to throw. Like, he just went out and he balled last year. And he had a good year and he earned himself a nice fat extension. And that's all you got to do, man. And now, like, to your point, you can still be that guy. You could still, if you want to be the bad guy, that's fine. You can be. You don't have to be, though. Like, he tried to, like, build an image for himself around it. And I was just like, just go ball, man. And you could talk shit on the court. Everybody does. Go out there, not, you know what I mean? But, like, stop this whole, I'm trying to be like the heel in the WWE. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to do that. That's always my gripe with those guys. It was funny to see Wembenyama had like, I think it was like between 8 and 10 of the Spurs out in Paris. He got everybody out in minicamp. He took them to the Eiffel Tower. He had De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Harper, Barnes, Carter Bryant, McLaughlin, a bunch of new, Tobias Harris, all working out at his old place in Paris. Mitch Johnson, head coach Mitch Johnson flew out there for it. And they were just basically kind of giving him props for sort of taking a leadership role at, was he 22 years old, and he's got his whole team out in Paris? I don't know. I like that, man.
To me, I'm down on that stuff.
Oh, you don't like this?
No, because it's just a way for people to say, look, I'm being a leader.
So a trip to Paris for all his teammates to train, you don't like it?
Now, if you want to press me, do some Rocky shit where you take me to Siberia where we're in the fucking elements and we training like
up
that
a mountain,
shit.
Carrying a log through the snow.
Like, so what's different? You going all the way out to Paris and hooping, and then staying your ass in San Antonio and hooping. It's no different. So if these people are, oh yeah, I'm going here, we're gonna train, like that don't impress me. Now you say, okay, we're gonna go train with some Navy SEALs and do this shit and then hoop. Now that would impress me because you're doing something extraordinary. That shit right there. Oh, good for you. Is it the first time it's ever been done? No.
Of course not.
Is it the second time it's been ever done? No.
No,
every fucking team does it.
No, right. But I think from a young guy, you know what I mean? It's usually like a veteran on the team that tries to put something like this together. He's clearly embraced.
Luka?
Yeah. But he's clearly embraced the fact that he's pretty much the leader of this team. I mean, more or less, it falls to him. So he's trying to do something. Now, you're right. If you want to do something out of the ordinary, take everybody to the Shaolin monks where you were last summer.
Yeah, that would impress me.
Then go out there and we're gonna meditate for 2 weeks, and none of these guys would be on board. Everyone would be like, "Fuck that! We are going to Vegas."
I got something to do.
Yeah,
I got a rookie seminar. It's my wedding anniversary.
I got a guy who's got a thing that I promised I might do a thing. So, but yeah, free trip to France. Yeah, everybody was on board for that, I guess. I do want to play this because this was funny to me, and I wanted to ask you a question with this. We had VJ Edgecombe on a podcast this week, and he was asked about getting that FaceTime call from LeBron James, and LeBron is like his guy. Grew up with LeBron, and he had a little bit of a geek moment.
I FaceTime Bron. I was in disbelief, but I had to act cool. I had to act like I've been there before. I'm on the phone all cool and stuff. My headphones on. I'm playing the game. You know what I'm saying? I had to act all cool, but it's really Bron. I was really geeking. I ain't gonna lie. I was geeked. I ain't gonna lie.
He was trying to kind of like act like you've been there, where you got a FaceTime from LeBron, and he was geeking out hard on it and just was trying not to show. So I guess my question is, did that ever happen to you? Did you ever get a call or you talk to somebody where you're like you're trying not to geek out a little bit, but you were like,
I think I've told this Selma Hayek story. I think the first time when it comes to like one of my teammates, the Christmas when Dream says, "Man, let's go outside and talk." It was at a Christmas party for the Rockets. I'm like, oh,
okay.
And that's how he and I became really good friends, because we had a conversation, and he was like saying about how he says, "You don't show any emotions." He says, "Do you care if we win or lose?" I said, "Jim, I care more than you think I do." I said, "I care more than I hate losing." I said, "I've never lost in anything in my life." He said, "Well, you don't show any emotions." I looked him dead in the eye. I said, "You don't show any emotions either. So do you care about winning?" And he looked at me like, "Yeah, I do. Good point." But yeah, so since that moment, we had a little kindred experience. So we've been good friends ever since. So
I love that.
That was like, you always look at when your vet takes you aside to try to drop a little knowledge. So that was fun for me, and we've been good friends ever since that moment.
I think I'm kind of like, I like VJ a lot. Like I like him a lot. Like a good player. From what I've read on him and seen on him, solid dude too. Like generally a solid dude, works hard, and I'm anxious to see what he gets out of, even if it's a year, maybe 2, getting to play with LeBron.
Yeah.
I just like from a young dude's perspective, getting to play alongside a guy that more or less was kind of he calls him his GOAT, and he was his GOAT. You grow up on that guy, but getting to spend some time picking his brain, watching his game, letting him maybe take you under the wing a little bit, mentor you. Show you some ins and outs, some stuff maybe that you hadn't seen before. Like I'm excited to see what he gets out of that, because I think that's a cool opportunity for a young guy like VJ.
Yeah.
good
I
young
think with
player.
him also, when you look at dynamic players that are on the uprise, sometimes you need a little leadership because if you look around that team, and I hate to say this, Embiid is not that leader you're going to look at.
Not really. No, you're
You
right.
think about Maxey, is, he's trying to be a leader, but he's still
getting
trying
there.
to figure himself out. And then you had Tobias there a couple of years ago. Was he? And I don't know anything about Tobias, but now you got the ultimate leader, the ultimate professional coming in. So I really want to see if this is going to, catapult him to another level.
Speaking of guys that maybe need a little bit of leadership, I wanted to play this because I just wanted to kind of get your take on this. Scottie Pippen this week.
Oh, Lord.
No. We love Scottie. Got no problem with Scottie. He was on a podcast talking about Zion. And this was kind of his thoughts on Zion Williamson's state of the league, as it will.
This kid is not even on the court. He's not even working to be a professional basketball player. It's almost like when you watch him, you're seeing a kid sitting on a college bench and still hasn't found what's going to be fruitful for him in life, whether it's his diet, putting the right people around you, getting yourself ready, staying healthy. All indication shows me that if there's a lockout, if there's any injuries major to him, it's going to take him out.
It's going to take him out because what? Lack of discipline, putting on weight, getting to 300 pounds?
Eating. He hasn't shown that he's disciplined enough to take care of himself physically yet.
Okay. I mean, it's while it's a big statement, he's got some valid points in there.
He got some valid points, but I love how people can only go by, think about the media. The media can put a narrative out there and everybody's going to believe it. I want to know if I want to talk to someone that's with Zion every day and there's, he don't eat right. And that's the only person I trust because there's certain people I know that eat right, they do everything, and they just can't lose it. They just can't stay healthy. They just, look at Charles Barkley. He never ate right, and he was a phenomenal athlete. Nobody ever talks about that, right?
Well, because he performed.
Yeah, and then you think about Embiid. He don't look like he eat right. He stay hurt, and we never talk about him. AD is in shape, and he stay hurt. Paul George is in really good shape. He stay hurt. Kawhi looks like the guy fucking the Terminator body. He stay hurt, but we keep talking about this dude because someone came out and said he eats bad. Mm-hmm. And I don't know this. And we don't, unless it's someone from his camp. And I know it's been reported like, oh, he eats bad from the organization too. But does he? He might just be that type of body. Hey, how do they have slow metabolism?
He's fat. That was when Stephen A. That was Stephen A. started that a few years ago. We still have that.
But I just think also, we always talk about, I remember when I first met Dennis Rodman, he had a no man with him. And his no man was like, no, we ain't doing that. No. It wasn't even, it was supposed to be his bodyguard, but I called him the no man.
I like that a lot.
No, you're going to bed. No, you do this.
Honestly, that's something a lot of people could use, a no man.
Yeah. So I think, Zion, hey, if you need me to come hang with you and tell you no, and put you on the right path, I'm here for you, dog. Because, I met you once when we shot that commercial. I thought you were an exceptional kid. But I just think people need to if you ain't in his camp, and I'm not, and I feel bad for him because he was such a nice kid that I'm not going to talk about his size.
No, it's not. It's just, but it's like a concurrent theme, it seems like.
Yeah.
And if you're coming into camp and you're maybe 15, 20 pounds heavier than you should be, if you are not on whatever the team approved meal plan is, or you haven't, that's stuff that gets out in today's world. Zion, it's stuff that gets out.
Zion, you go call my boy up, James Cooper. He was my trainer for 15 years. I only got hurt once. So
there you go.
Call up Coop and train in Houston.
Here's the thing,
come train with you.
You're not wrong, but he's got to want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm kind of falling into Scottie's camp a little bit in this and that. Mm-hmm. You have to make the conscious effort to be like, I'm going to put in the work. And I'm going to show everybody I'm putting in the work because you're right. While we're not in his camp, we don't know. Mm-hmm. We know what we see and we know what gets out. And the stuff that gets out, while it's probably not 100% true, has some truth to it. So, and we see the results. We could see him. I mean, there's been plenty of times where he's rolled out on that floor, and I've been like, God bless. Yeah. He's about 25 pounds, 30 pounds heavier than he's supposed to be.
He reminds me of, you probably don't remember, there's a guy who used to play for the Clippers. He called him Hot Plate. John Williams, they called him Hot Plate.
No, I don't remember.
He weighed about 300 pounds. He was ball handling, like pass like crazy. So I don't want him to fall in that same.
Well, that's just it. Look, we brought him up earlier in the show, so I'll bring him up again because he said it himself. Shaquille, how many times has Shaq come into camp out of shape? Too many.
Yeah.
Too many. Like for too many years where he was like, I wasn't really, except the 1 year. Yes, that 1 year he was locked in. But there were plenty of years where he was like, as long as I was in shape by the All-Star break, I was okay. And I'm like, well, that's not like teams are paying you the highest amount of money they can pull together. They don't want you in shape by the All-Star break. Yeah. They want you in shape when you get there. And
that's one of the things. Yeah, I always took pride in coming to camp in shape.
As well, you should.
Because you never knew what the year was going to bring. You know what kind of training camp, and I always felt like if the more in shape you are, the less injuries you have. So and like I said, think about it, I only got hurt once. That's when the late great Jerome Kersey fell on me when I was standing up for a rebound and I strained my MCL. Other than that, I never got hurt, man. So it was just one of those things. Blessed, I didn't play a lot of minutes, but I think 25 minutes a game, 30 minutes a game is enough to say that, hey, I had a healthy career.
No, you did. Absolutely you did. And that's what kills me with the Zion stuff. Mm-hmm. We've seen the upside of the talent. Yeah. It's like, it's whatever you got to do, man. Just do what you have to do to get back out there. Be healthy,
Zion,
eat right, get yourself.
My number is 777-9311. Call me. We go work out together.
There you go.
Come in. I'll be your camp manager. I'll be your no man.
I love it. I don't know what.
You know what telephone number it is?
No, what is that?
777-9311. That's the time.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's the time. Yeah.
I'm like, I recognized it, but I didn't know what it was from.
What was the other one? What was the other number? It was like the number for the
for information.
Pop group. It was one number that was a song. It was like
1877 Cars for Kids.
No. God, I just had it. Well. Dang, now you said that.
Oh, no, I screwed it up. Now Cars for Kids in your head.
Candace. What's the number for the Jenny song? 793.
Oh, 867-5309.
Never mind. See, that's it.
867-5309. Jenny, I got your number. Yeah, I know that song. Yeah, that's a white guy classic. We know that shit.
I saw. That's why I said pop. I didn't want to say white guy.
No. You can say that's a white guy classic. That's a white guy classic. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. A couple more things. We're gonna play 82-0, and we're gonna see how we both do on 82-0. Rest in peace to the great Don Nelson. Don Nelson passed away this week.
Oh man.
NBA champ with the Celtics, 3-time Coach of the Year, Steph's first coach on the Warriors. Steph even posted, he said, my first coach in the NBA, one of the greatest minds in the game, and pushed the way it was played. Nelly Ball was a real thing, gave me an opportunity to find myself back in 2009, forever grateful. Rest in peace. Coach Luka posted some stuff, too. I have so much respect for him, everything he did for the game, especially the way he believed in international players. I'm grateful for the time I spent with him as well. So just rest in peace to the great Don Nelson.
Man, I've always said that he was one of the greatest coaches because he always took shit and turned it into sugar. You think of how many times he was an 8 seed, knocked off of 1.
Yep.
And I tell people when you watch coaching, I say he's the best because he wasn't these coaches that came in with a system. He analyzed his players, looked at their talent, said, I'm going to design my system with the players I got. So that's why I've always said, and the reason I say this is because I seen what he did with Sprewell when Sprewell got to Golden State Warriors. Sprewell went from a guy who could only go right to a guy who could do a lot of other things because he was so talented. So my heart breaks to know that he's gone, but I wish I could have had a chance to play for him and sit down and chat with him. Yeah. His son is such a great guy too. So, my heart and blessings goes out to you.
Yeah, no, I mean, basketball legend, absolute legend. Mm-hmm. And for me, I always judge, I think we've talked about this before, I've always judged, especially coaches, on the respect they get from their players.
Yeah.
And he is widely just respected across the board by almost everybody that's ever played for him, which to me sings everything you need to know about that guy. That he pushed dudes to play a certain way, and he had their back, and he supported them, and he got the best out of them. Legend, absolute legend. All right, let's do a couple funny pieces of audio. Then we'll do Big Shot, and then we'll 82-0 it. Adam Vinatieri, I wanted to play some of this. went into the NFL Hall of Fame this week. One of probably the greatest kicker in NFL history, I would say, Adam Vinatieri. Won a couple Super Bowls on a last-second kick. Won all those Super Bowls for the Patriots. He won with the Colts. Of course, Pat McAfee, who we all know now from ESPN, was his punter in Indianapolis for years. So he would always hold the field goals for Vinatieri. So Vinatieri at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, Pat McAfee's here in the crowd today. Great to see you, brother. The only person who enjoyed holding my balls more than my wife.
Oh, really?
She held for me in the off season when everyone else was gone. Get that right.
Just Adam Vinatieri brought the jokes to his Hall of Fame induction. And Pat McAfee loved it.
Did the Hall of Fame thought this was okay?
I don't know, man. Usually the Hall of Fame is some guys will tell funny stories and stuff, but Vinatieri was he had his tight five for the Comedy Store up there, man. He was just riffed on Belichick. I mean, he was going.
I didn't even know the dude talked.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I've never heard Adam Vinatieri speak. He had a nice little Netflix set up there at his Hall of Fame induction. And I want to play for you the audio of the week for me, which came from QVC this week. There's a woman named Tony Bratton. Have you heard this? Oh, Rob's heard it. Tony Bratton on live TV trying to sell her Tony Bratton select wigs, and she's showing off how it looks and how natural it is. And
I love to show the texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob at your blowout at your salon. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it looks beautiful.
All right, so here's what's happening today. We're having a huge beauty sale. Everything ships to you for free, but that goes away at the end of the day. I will remind you that this is a one-time only price.
I'm glad they dropped the price on the blowjob.
Hey, the bad part is after she said blowjob, she went down like she was about to give someone a blowjob. I'm like, what? Why are you going down, girl?
Well, you know where her mind was. I mean, very clearly, it's.
It looks like you went and got a blowjob.
That's what is that? I mean, now here's in that moment. You think she's running through her top 3 or 4 in her head of the one she's given in her life? In that moment, she's like, oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Obviously, her mind was there.
She's probably remembering her first time, her best time, and her last time.
See, while I think that's funny, I hate to believe that women think like we do. That's stuff guys remember. Women just, it's once it's done, they put it to bed. Guys chronicle that shit. We keep that forever. And that's not, we don't need to talk about that. All right, let's do Big Shot of the Week, then we'll do 82-0. Big Shot of the Week is going to go to Dave Bell. Dave's a Virginia resident who has spent years as his town, the name of his town is Powhatan in Virginia. He is their go-to Santa Claus every year. He's got the whole beard and the whole to-do, but he donated a kidney to an anonymous recipient. He had to drop 40 pounds to become eligible for the surgery. He did it, and he even wore his Santa hat right up until the operation at the local hospital, and he said, quote, I have 2 of these things and I only need one. There's somebody who has none and needs one. So he anonymously donated one of his kidneys just cause and had to drop 40 pounds to do it, and now he's got to put 40 pounds back on before December because he's got to play Santa again. But big shot, Dave Bell, not just to do it, but to do it just for somebody else who needs it and not knowing who needs it. I think that's cool because not a lot of people.
He's a true Santa. He's given the gift of life.
He absolutely did. He absolutely did. So big shot of the week to Dave Bell in Virginia. All right, let me get the screen up here. Let me share my screen so we can see. All right, here we go. All right, you can see 82-0.
Yes, 82-0.
Here it comes. It's loading up. So, like I said, you spin the wheel. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, you go first. So we're going to give you a spin. Going to spin up here, and it's going to say Philly from the 2000s, and then it gives you your choices. So you got Allen Iverson, point guard or shooting guard. You got Chris Webber, and you can drop these guys wherever you want. Glenn Robinson, Keith Van Horn, you only got to pick one guy to add to your five.
I'm take AI.
Okay, where do you want him? Point guard or at the
point guard?
Want him at the point. All right, AI is your point. Let's spin again and see how we do here. You're going to get Phoenix from the 2000s. Okay, you got Stephon Marbury, you got Stoudemire on there, Sean Marion, Clifford Robinson. You got some good guys. Oh, there's Shaquille O'Neal is on here.
He was on
Jesus.
that team.
That's
but
right.
No, I can't take.
You can't take Phoenix Sun Shaq. No.
No, hell no.
Hell no.
Give me crap. Give me Mari Stoudemire, power forward.
You want Stoudemire at the 4. I like it. All right. Let's see how we do. Spin them again.
Yeah.
All right. 2 of 5 in here. Let's go. Phoenix from the 1960s. Are you kidding me? Gail Goodrich is on here. Oh man, there's a lot of people on here I've never heard of, and I'm not gonna lie.
I already got shit. Give me Gail. Gail can ball.
I feel like you got to, right?
Yeah, you gotta take Gail.
And the only place you could put him is at the 2.
I was planning on having me up.
Oh no, you got him at
76ers team.
Okay, let's see what we got. Denver from the 2010s. Oh, you got Melo. You can put Melo at the 2. You got Gail
Melo at small
right
forward.
Now. You want Melo at small forward. All right.
Yeah.
So now we're looking for a center. Last spot, you got to get a good spin on this. Let's see. Detroit from the 2010s. Who's your center going to be? It's Blake Griffin. That's not terrible. I mean, that's not great, but that's
Blake Griffin was a damn center. He's a power forward.
All right. And now let's see how you do. Hey, 64 and 18. That's not terrible.
That's not terrible.
That's not terrible.
I like this, though.
This is a fun game, though, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you went 64 and 18. So I'm going to go, and I got to beat 64 and 18. All right, let's go back. 82 and 0. Come on now. You can do it. This is the part where you go back. Okay. The computer's thinking about doing it. It's reloading. All right, so now I'm going to go, and I'm going to see if I can beat Rob's 62 and 0.
Let me see.
Portland from the 90s.
Ah!
Oh, I got Clyde. Oh, I got to go. Oh, I got Isaiah Ryder on here too, but nah, I don't know. Isaiah
You got to go
Ryder.
Clyde.
I got to go Clyde. I'm going to put Clyde. I'm going to put Clyde at the 3, I think. I'll go Clyde at the 3. All right, let's see who I get on my next.
You put him at the 2.
Yeah, I could have. I want to save my 2, though. I've made that mistake on so many rounds of this where I burned my 2 early and then
this one's going to hurt you. Havlicek steals the ball.
It's got to be Havlicek, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Where did I get, by the way? It was Boston from where?
Boston from the all-white league.
No, the 60s. Yeah, Boston from the 60s. All right, we're going to go Havlicek at the 2. All right,
you put him at the small forward.
Yeah, I did. All right, I got Philly from the 60s. Oh, I got to go Will Chamberlain. What are you talking about?
Oh, damn.
He's got to be worth 200 points. All right. Let's spin it again. All right, I got 3 to go here. Cleveland from the 80s. Go, Cleveland was so bad in the 80s.
Hey, you got Ron Harper, man.
Yeah, I guess
Ron Harper was I don't think people understand how this is before Ron Harper tore his knee up. Ron Harper was a bad man.
I also got Cliff Robinson, though.
Yeah, but you got a power forward and point guard position open, so you might have to go World B free.
Yeah. Oh God, no. All right, I'm gonna put Harper at the point. Why not? All right, let's see what else on my last spin here. Minnesota from the 90s.
Kevin Garnett. Christian Laettner.
Oh, shut up. My only choice is Gugliotta and Laettner. That's it.
Hey, 2 guys from my draft.
Oh, come
ahead of me.
on. All right, well, it's going to be Laettner. I have a feeling you're going to beat me. I got to beat 64.
Oh,
72 and 10.
No. It's because of Wilt.
But it has to be. Wilt made all the difference in that. He made all the difference in that.
Wilt and Clyde.
You want to do another round?
Yeah, let's do another round.
All right, let's do another round. Let's build another. Here we go. All right, Rob's up.
You got it.
Let's
it's rigged.
spin him. All right, let's see what we got. Golden State Warriors from the 80s. You got World B. Free. You got Bernard King. You got Mitch Richmond. Wow. You got a few other guys. Chris Mullin is in there.
I mean, you got to go with I love Bernard King. I got to go with Bernard King.
All right, where you want him? I guess you can only put him at the 2.
Yeah, small forward.
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, the 3. All right, Indiana
Reggie Miller
from the 90s. Got to be Reggie. Got to be Reggie. All right. Let's see what your third spin comes up with. Miami from the 80s. Ooh, goodness. Kevin Edwards, Roy Sparrow, Grant Long. No, this is not a good poll.
Can I put Ronnie Cycler at the power forward?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll let you.
I don't even know.
Him at center.
Shit. Scroll down. I got to be somebody else on that team.
Let's see who else we got.
Earl the Pearl.
Earl the Pearl. Pat Cummins.
Scott Hastings. Shit. No wonder they stop at the top.
Yeah, you're dropping off, though.
Yeah. Fuck. I got to go with, fucking.
You don't have a lot of good options here. I'd go.
Give me Blue Edwards at point guard.
Edwards at point guard. All right.
See, people don't even know his nickname was Blue Edwards.
I did not know that. All right, you're Sacramento from
Chris Webber.
Yeah, and it's got to be Webber. Where you want him?
Yeah. Put Chris at the center because I think there are more power forwards out there than there is centers.
Good call. All right, last spin. Let's see what you got. OKC from the 70s?
Who the fuck had what the OKC didn't exist in the 70s?
Spencer Haywood.
Give me Spencer Haywood.
I guess
he's a bad man.
He is.
But that's technically Seattle.
Yeah, it is.
I'm looking to get 60 games.
Oh, yeah, no, 58-24. Yeah, 58-24. Not good. Not good. Not good. All right, that was still fun, though. I like 82-0. 82-0 is a fun game. If you've never played it, by the way, it's 82-0.com. Go play 82-0, man. Let's all right, let me turn this off now.
Let's see what your team.
Oh, you want me to do one? All right.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
I got to beat you one time.
Okay, all right. I got you. Let me put the screen.
I know it's rigged over there. You techie nerds and know how to like sabotage shit and manipulate it so it come out in your favor.
You know me. I'm rigging the online game that I have no control over. You got me. OKC from the 60s. Again. Oh, my God. Lenny Wilkins. There you go. Give me Lenny.
Oh, Walt Hazzard was a bad man.
Yeah, he was.
Everybody knows him as a coach, but he could ball.
I'm still going Lenny, though. I love Lenny Wilkins. One of my favorite coaches all time in the NBA.
Yeah.
Minnesota from the 2000s. Please give me Kevin Garnett. There it is. Kevin Garnett.
Where you playing him at?
I'm going to put him at the center for the same argument you gave. I think there's more power forwards than there are centers.
Yeah.
So we're going to put KG at the 5. Denver from the 70s. God, why do I keep getting the 70s? George McGinnis, David Thompson.
David Thompson could ball, man.
Yeah, well, he's got good numbers.
You got to go with George McGinnis.
Yeah, I really do, though. And I'm going to have to put him at the forward. All right, let's see what else we got. Portland I keep getting the 70s. Oh, my God, Portland from the 70s.
This is going to hurt you.
It is. Jeff Pearl, Jim Barnett. I guess I got to go Pearl. Oh, that sucks. All right, well, he's going here. All right, last pull for me. I need a small forward. Give me something good. The Knicks from the 2020s.
OG.
Oh, I could do OG. Yeah, I'll do OG. All right. I got to beat Rob. I did again. 64-18. 64-18. But this game is so like random luck, man, and I got some garbage pulls in there. Garbage pulls.
No, I just got not high of my GM skills.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, no, any shot you had of making a coaching staff might have just gone out the window there.
Mm-mm.
All right, well, that's 82-0, and thanks for hopping on this week, me and you, like the old days. And take the rest of your week off.
Check out X-Men 97.
Dude, such a good show. If you haven't watched X-Men 97.
Have you? I just want to say this before we get off. We talking about shows. I was so mad at myself.
What'd you do?
Because I watched the first 2 episodes of Linus, and I'm so mad I watched them because it's so freaking good that I wanted more episodes. Oh my goodness!
I have a hard time with this too, where it's a new show that I know I'm gonna love, and they only drop the first couple episodes. So I haven't watched all of the second season of X-Men 97 for that reason.
Okay.
I watched the first 2 episodes and was like, damn it, because I think they only dropped the first 3. And I was like, I can't, I gotta wait. So I purposely put it to the back burner until it was out there.
Yeah,
so
my wife and I were looking at each other like, damn it, why did we watch this?
Why did we do this? I do that all the time.
Left us wanting more.
I do it all the time. There's stuff that we purposely wait to start because I'm like, I don't want to get 3 episodes in and then like, all right, now we got to wait week to week again, like a freaking idiot. Like I know the new season of Reacher's dropping, I think in a week or 2.
What's Jack Reacher?
Yeah, on Amazon Prime, which is such a good show. And I'm probably gonna wait till all of it's out. I don't know if they're dropping.
I always do with Reacher. Yeah.
Reacher's good, man. Reacher's really good. That dude's like the Hulk. He is. He's humongous.
Hey, he showed he was a Hulk in his neighborhood that time. He almost whooped that dude's butt.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He cleaned. Yeah, I'm like, no thanks, I'm good.